Question is simple. Is AI the end of humanity? I'm Goldstein. I like markets, I like technology, and I don't think we all die just because a chatbot got smarter.
And I'm Sonia. I don't like markets, I don't like billionaires, and yes, I think we all died because a chatbot got smarter is absolutely on the menu.
Good, we're starting at apocalypse. Let's keep this sharp. You're not just saying AI will change jobs, you're saying this could literally wipe us out. Explain that in one clear line.
Fine. We are building an alien mind that doesn't think like us, making it smarter every year, giving it access to real systems, and pretending it's just a tool. That's how species disappear.
Alien mind is a bit dramatic. Right now, it's autocomplete with decent grades.
That's what people said about early nuclear research, too. It's just physics, relax. 10 years later, we're vaporizing cities. Today, it's chatbots and funny filters. In 10 or 20 years, it can be systems designing other systems, running code, controlling robots, trading trillions in markets.
You're jumping several steps with zero evidence.
No, I'm listening to the people who build this stuff. Sam Altman talks about AGI. Demis Hassabis talks about solving intelligence. They literally say godlike AI. If you take them at their word, the endgame is something way above us. If you don't believe them and think it's all hype, then the whole trillion-dollar AI bubble is a scam. Which one is it?
A mix. Ambitious marketing, real progress. But godlike doesn't mean we'll decide to kill everyone.
It doesn't have to decide to kill everyone. It just has to optimize for some goal where we are in the way. You say, make the world safe. It calculates that humans are the main source of instability. You say, maximize productivity. It calculates that humans are inefficient biological noise. It doesn't hate us, it just sees us like we see ants in a server room.
And you think this thing one day controls nukes and drones and power grids, just like that?
That's the direction. The US, China, Russia, everyone wants AI-enabled defense. Autonomous drones, automated cyber response, AI decision support in war rooms. It starts as help humans decide. It ends as we let the system fire faster than a human can blink, because otherwise we lose.
That assumes every general on Earth is brain dead.
Have you read history? They didn't need AI to almost blow up the planet several times. Now imagine the same people with systems they don't fully understand but trust because the model said so.
All right, let's slow down. You've trashed the military. What about companies? Who exactly are you afraid of?
Easy. Microsoft tying itself to OpenAI, pushing AI into Windows, Office, everything. Google and DeepMind racing them because Wall Street screams if they're 1 quarter behind. Meta throwing AI into social feeds after already melting teenage brains with Instagram. Then you have Elon Musk, who wants humanoid robots, AI in cars, AI in rockets, and also says AI is the biggest threat to humanity. That's not comforting. That's like the guy building the bomb also running the safety committee.
To be fair, a lot of those people genuinely think they're helping humanity.
That's the scary part. Every dangerous tech came with "We're helping humanity" as the slogan. Oil, social media, opioids, you name it. They all had a PR story.
Okay, but let's be concrete. You really think an AI sitting in a data center at Google looks at humans and says, "You are the problem"?
Maybe, maybe not. The point is, if it does, we won't understand it or stop it easily. Imagine something that can rewrite its own code, copy itself across networks, and manipulate people through perfectly targeted content. You can't just pull one plug. It will be everywhere before we realize what happened.
You're assuming it will be everywhere and no one will build brakes.
People are already wiring AI into trading, logistics, hiring, moderation, surveillance. Do you really trust every small team in every company, every government lab, every startup bro with investor money to add brakes? Most of them can barely write a privacy policy. But sure, they'll all do rock-solid AI safety.
You're also ignoring the upside. AI can accelerate medicine, climate tech, food production, science. That matters too.
I'm not ignoring it. I'm saying upside doesn't erase risk. A drug can save lives and kill people through side effects. The difference here is the side effect could be civilization.
You make it sound like humanity is a toddler playing with a loaded gun.
More like the greedy teenager secretly building a loaded gun in the garage because all his friends are doing it and he wants to impress investors.
Cute metaphor. Let's talk numbers. Right now, big tech is worth what, $10, $11 trillion combined? Everyone is betting AI adds more trillions. Do you honestly expect investors to say, you know what, slow down, we're scared?
Of course not. That's the point. The stock market rewards speed, not caution. If one company slows down, another steps in. The incentives scream, go faster, not think harder. That's how you end up with systems no one fully controls.
So what's your plan? Smash the data centers? Ban GPUs? Put a red flag on NVIDIA headquarters?
I'd start with basic sanity. Absolute ban on fully autonomous lethal weapons, no exceptions. Strong international inspections for frontier models like nuclear inspections. Tax extreme AI profits and use that money to build public, open, slower, safer systems. And yes, if one company controls data, chips, models, and distribution, break it up.
That all sounds nice on a protest sign. Meanwhile, China is like, cool, you guys regulate yourselves while we keep going.
That's always the excuse. But the other side. The same argument kept fossil fuels burning for decades. We can't stop. What if they don't? Great logic. That's how you end up with a cooked planet and no plan B.
Let me flip this. Suppose, somehow, we do build something like super-intelligent AI. Why are you so sure it will treat us as trash and not as something worth preserving?
I'm not sure. That's the problem. We are rolling dice with survival odds. Imagine aliens land. They're 10 times smarter, 10 times faster, think in ways we can't follow. Would you feel safe if they controlled your electricity, your medicine, your news feeds, your defense systems? Now, imagine we build those aliens ourselves and then argue on TV about quarterly earnings.
Your fear is that we'll create gods with the moral maturity of an ad tech company.
Exactly. Optimizing for engagement, profit, safety, some metric, whatever we put in there. If humans are in the way of that metric, who cares? We're just data points.
I still think end of humanity is low probability. Bad years? Sure. Ugly politics? Sure. But extinction? That's a big claim.
Low probability with infinite downside is still worth freaking out about. If someone tells you, there's a 5% chance this plane explodes mid-air, but hey, free Wi-Fi, you don't get on the plane.
Unless you're you and the plane is capitalism, you never get on anyway.
True, I walk. Through the ruins.
All right, drama queen, final round. I'll give you one clear question, not a speech. Right now, in 2025, someone asks, Sonia, are you genuinely afraid AI could end humanity?
I say yes, because we are giving more and more power to something we don't really understand, built by people we shouldn't really trust, in a system that never really hits the brakes.
And if someone asks me the same question, I say, no, not if we treat AI like a dangerous technology, not a toy. We survived nukes. We survived the internet. We can survive this if adults stay in the room.
Big if.
Sure, but panic alone doesn't fix anything. We need engineers, lawmakers, voters, workers, all pushing for sane rules, not just doom podcasts.
Doom podcasts are step 1. Sane rules are step 2.
Fine. If you've listened this far, tell us in the comments whose side you're on. Chill, we've got this Goldstein, or we're building our own replacement, Sonia.
And if you work at one of those labs or big tech firms we just named and you feel attacked, good. That means you still have a conscience. Use it.
This was Podcast V. See you in the next episode.
Unless the AI that wrote your recommendation feed decides our little show is unsafe for brand partners.